Welcome to another episode of Cars of Sweden Live, and today I'm at Classic Car Depot and Sean has promised me like a little bit of a Volvo car day. He's got some special Volvos in. Walking up to Classic Car Depot, I can see first of all we've got this P1800, immaculate looking P1800. Right, let's have a look inside of this. Look, check out the interior there. Seriously, have you seen a better interior in one of these cars? So, things are looking good straight off the bat, but let's go and find Mr. Major and see what he's up to. Could that be in there? Mr. Major! Alright mate, I'm here today because you promised me a Volvo day.
Yeah.
You said you got some interesting Volvos, yeah?
Typical 70s, you know, orange exterior with the orange and striped interior. You know, 70s is either green or brown or beige, you know.
You're right.
Being a child of the 70s myself.
But this one, it looks, it's got some good paint on it, hasn't it?
This one's been fully renovated. It's a Volvo 242.
Alright, so that would be all part of your deluxe model then, yeah?
Yeah, and you've got like adjustable seats on the backrest.
Oh right, so you can adjust the tension of the seat, yeah?
Yeah, you can lift it out. So I mean, they were like that, and it's a two-door, so it's quite rare.
Yeah, I mean, Sweden don't really do two doors, do they?
Most of the time, I mean, most Swedes, everyone wants a wagon, a state, because it's practical for hauling the family around. So I mean, a two-door was perhaps more like your younger guy. You wanted something a little bit more, you know, sporty. Yeah, this one is a Volvo 144. And you can always tell the Volvos because if it's a 142, the two means two door.
Right.
44 is obviously a four door.
So if it ends at 4, it's the amount of doors it's got.
If it's a 5, then it's an estate because it's
got
an extra back.
Is this anything special in any way? I mean,
yeah, because this kind of year model had all these like super nice little features like these chrome handles that stick out.
Nice.
Handles.
Well, let's go and have a look at that. Right, looking at the interior, that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I know Sweden were the people that championed the seatbelt and all that, yeah? Are they original seatbelts in there, or do you think they've been put in?
Oh, and this car is all original. It's only done 95,000 kilometres.
Okay. Good paint on this as well?
Original paint. Obviously, it's got a few little touch-ups, but you would expect that because it's from 1960. I love this car. It's the most practical car Volvo's ever built, ever. And I mean, when I grew up in England, we never had these cars.
No.
But if you look at it, it's like this car was the best car ever built. So people use it as the work car, painters and decorators. Put the seat down, use it as their van, and at the weekend put the seat back up and take the family out. And if we had these in England, it would have been absolutely huge seller.
What do we have then? Transits?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there are bigger estates, but this is huge. So Volvo Duet, this is 1963. If you haven't got enough space inside, you can start loading it on top.
Oh, right, tremendous. Right, 210.
Easy access.
Right, original Volvo engine.
Yep.
Bulletproof.
Yep. Classic B80. That's the numbers in all the Volvos, like 140.
Yeah.
P1800s.
Totally reliable and
bulletproof.
Yeah. Why make loads of different engines when you've got one that works?
One. Volvo took this car on their 75 Jubilee.
Right.
And the guy who has the record for the car that's driven the most ever in the world is a P1800. That's done 1 million miles.
Right.
So he drove this car on the Jubilee because he wrote a lot about that car.
Right, mate, I'm looking, but all I can see is a Volvo S70 in very, very good condition. What's going on with this one then?
Well, this one, we picked it up yesterday. It's been in owner's garage, and sadly the owner passed away, so the family wants to sell it. And it's a Volvo S70 2.5 SE. That's done at approximately 87 kilometres.
Whoa. From new?
From new. So I mean, you can see, and if you have a sniff in there.
Oh, let's go to sniff cam.
Can't get smell vision on you.
Jeez.
It's a new smell in.
That is a new car smell.
A new car.
And looking inside, it's brand new.
It's brand new. Exactly.
Wow.
It's exactly like you just took it out of the showroom, except for it's been sitting in the garage for a long time, so
it's been a bit dusty. Yeah.
We washed it a little bit, but need
Whoa.
to do a good recon on it. So the owner, so the story goes, he had a few other cars, and he bought this one. I think he probably bought it around winter time, put it in his garage because he didn't want to drive it in the winter. And then it sort of like went 1 year or 2 years, and then he's like, oh well, no, I don't really want to drive it. But he did pluck up the courage in 2010 to take it to get an MOT or inspection.
Right.
So that was the only time it's really been on tarmac.
Exactly, just to get MOT one time.
Yeah, one time. And then he never drove it after that, because if I check I think he maybe have done like, I don't think he drove it, I think he just drove it to the inspection centre and drove it home.
And it's been sitting there ever since, yeah?
Ever since, yeah.
That's insane.
We probably won't start it because it's been standing for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, first thing you should do before you start such a car like this is change the
oil, the belts,
pump,
yeah.
Do all the big service.
Yeah.
But it's better to leave it as it is, because for a collector, everything is original.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds a bit stupid, but if I change stuff, it's still not, you won't notice it, but it's not really exactly as it was.
So effectively, this car's got the oil in it from Volvo.
Yeah, exactly, and air in the tyres.
Right, Volvo Day. Here we are with Mr. Major. For us, this is Volvo Day, like maybe 2-3 weeks later, but
Still a Volvo day.
still Volvo Day, mate. So, what Volvo you got for us today?
This is a Volvo 242 Turbo, but with a small difference.
A small difference, huh?
A small difference.
Tell us about the small difference, mate, yeah? Because I see a lot of difference.
The whole car is completely renovated to probably better than factory condition.
Yeah.
The guy that owns it stopped counting after about 400,000 Swedish crowns. And I guess probably like a few thousand hours in that. So the whole car's been stripped down, bare metal, fully restored. 10 coats of paint, epoxy, everything is like...
I can see a lot of paint on that car, I can tell you now. And not one scratch. There's no imperfections on that car.
There's zero. We had to pick the car up with a special covered trailer and everything like that. So the car's been built as a purely top of the line exhibition car in concourse condition. And if you have a look under the bonnet, it's not, well, it's sort of standard, but with some more twists.
Right, talk us about, I mean, what is that lump?
That is a Volvo 230 turbo engine, but with like everything you can imagine changed. So a new injection system, bigger turbo. It's every single component in this engine.
I mean, it looks brand spanking new.
It is absolutely. And it's got about, it's difficult to say, but he said about 400 brake horsepower. But you can add you can use a max ECU on this. And then also the injectors were slightly bigger, so it could be a little bit more, but we say 400 brake horsepower.
I mean, is this engine renowned for people like tuning it?
It's a standard engine, but you can do a lot to it. If you put a max ECU on there, you can probably get up to 500, 600. got a ZF manual BMW Vexel gearbox.
All right. All right, so it's running BMW parts as well.
Yeah, I mean that gearbox would never hold out with that horsepower.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
An original Volvo one would be impossible.
So what you're saying is you need a BMW to help it out, yeah?
Yeah. And I mean all the interiors, Sparco,
Right,
back seats original,
all right.
new gauges. So
It looks a bit of a beast, mate.
the only thing that they couldn't get was the door cards. They're
Okay.
still original because they're really hard to find.
Okay.
He's been looking for a good set for a while.
Right. Yeah, the wing, is that standard? Yeah?
Yeah, it's a Group A.
Right, got ya.
Group A wing.
From the Swedish Car Championships, yeah?
Yeah.
That car,
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I mean the car is like, you can't find a better one. And it won twice in Vallåker, the big Volvo meeting.
It did?
Yeah, in its class.
Right.
Twice.
Right. I can understand. I can understand that.
You know, everything is just done to the no expense bed.
Right.
So a car like this, if you take, we talk 400,000.
Yeah.
That's 400,000 for the parts. And if you calculate the hours he put in,
Yeah.
it's probably like a few thousand hours.
And that car is a popular car as well, isn't it?
A turbo or original turbo Volvos, they're fetching around 250, 300,000 Swedish crowns,
exactly.
renovated.
Yeah.
But this one, obviously, being a show car and fully drivable, but it does need a registration besicking, which is like to get it registered with a new engine.
Right.
It needs to have that done.
Okay.
But everything's prepared, so it's ready to go.
Yeah. Excellent. Wow.
So,
this will be interesting, yeah? I mean, is this car going to stay in Sweden? Would you reckon this car's going to stay in Sweden?
I think so. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we have a lot of customers in Holland that like Volvo, and Belgium.
I wouldn't be surprised if this went to America.
Could go anywhere. I mean, if you want something with like a turnkey car, here it is.
What about the rims, man? We've got to talk about these rims. Do you know anything about them?
I don't know the exact specs on them, but I think they're custom built.
Oh, they're gorgeous looking. Look at that.
I mean, the car is just absolutely fantastic. I can't find a blemish anywhere on the car. Not on the wheels, not on the bodywork. I mean, it's better than it was new.
Definitely, and a lot faster.
Just slightly, just slightly. I haven't driven it, and I can say 100%. I am not going to be driving this car at any speeds.
Can we hear it driving though?
Yeah, you can hear it driving, and you can film it when it started.
All right.
But because it's so nice, I do not want to risk anything with this car.
Understood. But let's hear it turn over here, because I'm gonna get the back end of this. Right, so now we have the 240 turbo tucked away nicely in the dry. It's not raining outside, but it might be any moment. So let's finish this off then, yeah? Because we've got one more Volvo to show you. And what we got then, Sean?
The 7R.
Okay, V70R.
V70R.
For everybody that doesn't speak Swedish, yeah?
Exactly.
Right.
This one is the colour is flash green.
Right.
It's been very well kept by the owner.
Yeah.
It's got about 299 or 300 brake horsepower. So
is that standard, or is that?
I think it's been chipped.
All right.
But most of them are.
So we're looking at around 300 brake.
Yeah. Automatic.
Yeah. All-wheel drive.
Yeah. All-wheel drive. Leather interior.
Standard R stuff in there, even though I can't see because it's too dark. Yeah. But we all know what a Volvo V70 looks like inside.
A little bit different with a sunroof.
Yeah.
Not so many options in Sweden with sunroofs.
Okay. But and the colour as well. I mean, I've never seen an R in this colour. I don't know if that's.
I think the flash green was a very limited colour in this model.
Yeah.
But then it came more common, I think, in S60.
Right.
But I mean, these are like a future classic car. I mean,
Yeah.
these are the things you start collecting. Because I mean, if you compare that to like the 850s,
Yeah.
T-Red, T-Gould, or they've gone.
Yeah.
They're all in like 300,000-400,000 now.
Right.
So this is the one you should start collecting if you can find them.
Yeah.
Because they're still a great car to drive.
Right. Yeah, it is.
It feels like it's still a modern car, and it's got all the creature comforts.
What were these? Were these 5 cylinders, weren't they? Or
Yeah,
were they?
it's a 5-cylinder engine. That's
So listen, mate, we've gone through a whole heap of Volvos, haven't we?
Yeah, there's Volvos all over the place. We've got 240 there. We've got.
All right, Volvo Day officially over, yeah? Guess in the comments what you reckon that'll go for, and we can all have a look later and see exactly how much it did go for. So, Sean, thank you for pulling out your Volvos for the lads.
Get your Volvos out for the lads.
And yeah, thank you lot for checking out the show again. And we'll see you for more Cars of Sweden Live on the next one. Cheers.